That's right. We start with Division 5 Phoebus and Stonebridge round 3, as these teams have each won the last 2 years. This time meeting for the first time in the finals. You see Stonebridge and Phoebus from Charlottesville, Virginia. You saw this game right here Saturday on Cox11. Opening kickoff. It's a squib kick as the Stonebridge Bulldogs take the kick. And they get good yardage up to the 46-yard line, Matt.
That's right. The Phoebus Phantoms, looking to defend their crown, have got a lot of work cut out for them against these Bulldogs.
Still first quarter action. You see a bit of a wildcat look by the Bulldogs. The snap goes back to the running back. That's Marcus Harris, the big-time running back, now looking to throw as a quarterback under heavy pressure. And this pass is going to be intercepted, picked off by Dontrell Jones. And Jones going the other way with it, inside the 30, down the sideline to the 20, all the way down to the 10-yard line before he's finally shoved out of bounds.
Great effort there by the Phantoms on defense, forcing a turnover, and you're going to see him making them pay with this great run here by the Phantoms.
Colby Goodwin gets inside the 5 before he's pushed out of bounds. And now quarterback Paul Morant will hand off to Goodwin once again up the middle, and he dives forward into the end zone for the touchdown. Goodwin has been their MVP all season, and he continued in this game.
Bulldogs would try and do their best to answer back, coming right back with that wildcat formation as you see them running up the field.
Marcus Harris again with the direct snap, now back in the shotgun. Harris takes the snap, running to his left, and this time the Phantoms defense engulfs him, and a big stop there by the Phantoms. 4th down and 7 inside Phoebus territory. The Bulldogs elect to go for it, and they are stuffed shy of the 30-yard line. A nice stop by the Phantoms D. Back on offense comes Paul Morant looking downfield and hooks up with his receiver number 7, Daquan Romero. Now Morant handing off to Colby Goodwin, off left tackle, breaks a tackle, goes down the field into the second level and crosses midfield for another first down for Phoebus. Now you see the backup Tyree Lee in a bit of trouble. Looked like it was going to be a halfback option pass, but unfortunately that play is snuffed out and tackle was made by Rob Burns for the Bulldogs.
Great play by the Bulldogs, able to sniff it out, but you see the quick kick here by Phoebus on 3rd down, electing to punt to try and pin the Bulldogs deep in their own territory, Chris.
Quarterback Paul Morant may not have had the best game at quarterback, but he certainly made an impact at punting, and it leads to this, the sack of Roby. The ball goes out of the end zone, and it is a safety. 2 points for the Phantoms.
Big play there, able to capitalize, and you see the special teams stepping up and making big plays for Phoebus once again.
9-0 to score, still in the first half. Once again, the kickoff going to Lee, and he gets good yardage up to the 40-yard line. Paul Moran at quarterback looking downfield. His pass is going to be intercepted, picked off by the Bulldogs, number 12, Kyle Gavea. He is, of course, the son of Kirk Gavea, and Gavea gets all the way inside Phoebus territory down to the 5-yard line. Now the handoff goes to Harris, and Harris is stuffed once again by that fighting Phantom defense, led this time by Chaz Robinson. Inside the 20, Marcus Harris takes the snap and gets down to the 15-yard line, but that would set up this field goal attempt, which is up and good, and the Bulldogs on the board for the first time as a 32-yard field goal by Shaben is good.
Morant coming back, throwing the screen pass here, trying to get it some passing yards here, but unfortunately, a great play made by the Bulldogs defense to stop him well short.
Morant once again punting late first half action and once again able to pin the Bulldogs deep inside the 10 as the ball carries to the 9-yard line before it's finally stopped. And that would lead to this late fumble picked up by the Phantoms, and it's picked up by Lee inside the 20, but he gives it right back to the Bulldogs, and they are luckily able to retain possession as Gavea comes up with the ball and just taking the knee as Stonebridge goes into the half, trailing by 6 to Phoebus. Phoebus getting the second half kickoff, and it would be a huge momentum play. Nearing the 1-yard line, Colby Goodwin almost steps on the inline, which would have been a touchback, but he's able to stay in the field of play, makes a couple tacklers miss, and he is off to the races, folks. He is gone 99 yards for Colby Goodwin.
Big play here. Coaches always say football comes down to a game of inches, and Colby Goodwin about a half inches. We take a look at the replay from going back for the automatic touchback, and you see him avoid about 8 or 9 Bulldog defenders here as he's able to march down the field with his posse, going down that sideline for the end zone.
That's right, Matt. Once he crossed midfield, it was basically a race to the end zone for Goodwin as Phoebus adds to the lead, and Stonebridge coach Mickey Thompson chagrined to see the score balloon to 15-3 at this point. Still third quarter action now. Marcus Harris trying to make something happen for the Bulldogs, goes down the sideline untouched into Phoebus territory at the 30-yard line. Now Harris takes the direct snap, tries the left side, gets a block to the corner. He's inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. Stonebridge still looking for those first points on the score, into the end zone, and it is into the end zone for the touchdown for Stonebridge.
Stonebridge able to get back on the scoreboard here. Now you're going to see him attempt a rare pass in this game, and with the big interception is Paul Morant, the future ODU safety next year for Coach Bobby Wilder and the Monarchs.
Morant with the game-sealing interception. As you see, once again, the throw, pretty much a duck. If this was hunting season, someone would be taking a shotgun to it as Morant takes the errant throw and picks it off. The clock running down, under a minute to go, and Phoebus will get back-to-back state titles for the first time since 2001-2002. Of course, Stan Sexton obviously quite pleased.
Coach Sexton, how sweet it is for you and this team. 2 years in a row, the first back-to-back championships from 01-02 for Phoebus. How's it feel?
Oh, it feels great, you know, to do 2 back-to-back undefeated seasons. This is something we've never done in the school's history. And be able to do it with this group of guys. I just wanted to continue the tradition that Coach D has established. And these kids have worked hard, fought hard all year long. It wasn't the greatest offensive game for us, but our defense played extremely well, and I'm tickled to death.
Coach, what happened on the safety play? I mean, how big was that play for your team in the back of that end zone back there to be able to force a play like that?
Well, we had 3rd and 36, and one of the coaches came up and said, "Coach, let's quick kick it. It's something we work on all the time." And it was a, call. We were able to get the ball down, and then we got through and made the big hit and knocked the ball out of the end zone, which ended up being a major big play for us.
Well, as good as coaches are, you got to have great players, and Colby Goodwin is a heck of a player. How big was that 98-yard return for you?
Oh, that was massive. I mean, that's the difference in the ball game right there. That was a massive play played by a great player. He's one of the best in the state. And my hat goes off to Stonebridge. They played a great football game. They have nothing to hang their heads about.
And once again, our final score, Phoebus 15, Stonebridge 10. Phoebus repeating as the Division 5 state champs. Colby Goodwin, 1351, a touchdown, 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And for Stonebridge, Marcus Harris, well, they're really their workhorse, Chris, 47 carries, 191 yards and a touchdown.